So I was laying in bed the other night and I was thinking, as people do while I was trying to go to sleep, kind of like this. I was laying right here, right, in my bed like this, and I was thinking, like, I've been playing Elden Ring up to this point for like 30 hours, and I was just fucking like, God damn, this is such a good game. Like, this is easily the best Souls game I've ever played. Arguably one of the best games, period, I've ever played. And I was just kind of thinking about how awesome it was. And then I kind of started thinking about, like, Valheim and how it captured some of the same kind of feelings that I felt while playing Elden Ring. And then my brain just kept working, right? And eventually, somehow, I ended up on, like, Studio Ghibli films, like Spirited Away and, like, Princess Mononoke and things like that. And kind of like how those films captured, like, those same feelings, too. And, like, the settings and the characters and the character design and, like, the music and the importance of it and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, holy shit, like, I need to, like, talk to people about this. And that's how we ended up here. So basically what I want to do is kind of highlight the key points that I think kind of join all three of these games together, being Valheim, Spirited Away, and Elden Ring, and just kind of show you what my thought process was and explain exactly how all of these things are just dope as fuck. So anyway, let's jump into the first thing, which would probably be Valheim. Anyway, so for example, the first thing with Valheim that I fell in love with was the graphics. At first I was like, really, another like 8-bit-ish, like, kind of like Minecraft looking wannabe game. I was like, this is fucking annoying. Like, I don't want to play something that looks like this. I care about graphics. I want good graphics, right? Which I've come to not think so much in that way, because first of all, it's fucking stupid. Like, requiring great graphics for a good game is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And you're gonna gatekeep yourself from a lot of good shit that there is out there to experience. And for example, like this game. And if you just take a look around at how beautiful this game is, like, I feel like I don't have to put it into words. Maybe I do. Like, that moon, the light from the moon coming in like that, all of these stars in the sky, the light coming off of the mace that I'm holding, or whatever the hell that's supposed to be called, spiky ball stick thing, and just all of that like, and if I go behind the trees here, how the light kind of like peeks through. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And then the next thing that's really important about this game, and I'm just gonna murk these guys because I'm actually in game right now, but I mean, at least as far as it goes, but is variation of the characters, right? Like, okay, I killed those guys, and then you have these big Appa guys, you have wolves. Oh fuck, god damn it. Oh no. Stamina, fuck. Yeah, there we go. There we go. You have dragons. Lots of them. Alright, fuck. Apart from the variation of enemies, there's also badass boss fights. And I'm just going to show the first one, because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who still hasn't played. And really, I'm hoping that more people do now. But anyway, there's really cool boss fights that look a little something like this. What the fuck? That badass music coming in, baby. Let's go. Yeah, shit's fucking sick. I mean, I'm making it sound stupid because I've seen it a few times now, but bam, bitch, electric deer. Let's go. And I'm gonna fucking kill it in very little time, but point is, it's hard when you start, and then eventually you get stronger, which is also a really cool part of the game. You really feel a progression in, like, starting from fucking nothing. You start from the bottom, now I'm here, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty fucking cool. Big electric deer, I don't know where else you've seen that. Like, let's be real about it. But yeah, some badass boss fights. Like so. Hell yeah. And then you get some items from him that help you progress. But, like, everything kind of works in a progression also, which is fucking sick. Like, that deer, that when you kill him, he gives you, like, his antler, and then you can mine fucking metals, and then you can move on to the next boss. Fuck off. Thank you. And it just kind of works out, you know what I mean? Like, it, god damn it. Thanks. It just kind of works, everything works into each other. It's really, like, a really cool sense of progression that's something I really loved about the game and like really kept me tied in because I'm like my stupid little reward center was like, oh my god, new item, oh my god, I can, yeah, fucking sick. But yeah, I don't know if you saw during the boss fight, there's a little stamina bar. Look at that, neat little mechanic. And that brings us a perfect segue into Elden Ring. Now, I'm not a douchebag, so I'm not going to show Elden Ring. I know it's been out for a few days now, and a lot of people have been able to play it or like watch it on live streams, but I'm like 35 hours deep, and I've gone all over the fucking place, and I don't want to show off something that somebody hasn't seen and that they're hoping to discover on their own. I just want to avoid the whole conundrum of spoilers. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and show Dark Souls because it basically exemplifies everything that I want to talk about in Elden Ring as well. Anyway, what I love about Soulsborne games in general, whether it's Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, now Elden Ring, is the variation in landscape and just kind of how diverse everything is and how much they really kind of vary the enemies. Like, you've got these weird mushroom head motherfucker. I don't even know what to call these, but you got these guys, right? Like, that's rad. You come in here, you fight a boss. It's the Abyss Watchers. I don't know who's played and who hasn't, but it's this dope-ass boss fight, which is also something that was really cool about Valheim, you know what I mean? The electric deer. Do we remember the electric deer? Well, here you get a guy with a sword. Not as cool in, like, the same sense, but it's a badass boss fight, and it's fucking hard. And then you go down here, continuing on the setting and variation of setting topic, you get like skeleton dudes, and then we're in a catacomb now. We're underground, and holy shit, how spooky! How spooky! You get this guy over here, and he's an even bigger skeleton guy. He's got a shield, and you can try. Oh fuck! I'm trying to play Elden Ring. I tried to jump attack. Jesus Christ! But like. Another thing that's really cool is like the stamina bar and like how it changes with combat, and you think like, oh, should I try and get in this other hit and like, or is he gonna stomp on me and stagger me and then kill me in one shot? Like, it's a nice little system, and it works. The hell? Oh, there's a guy with a bow. Yeah, I forgot about him. Anyway, yeah, it's something that's really. I swear to God. Okay, cool. But yeah, just like moving on to the next thing, definitely would have to be like the dope ass boss fights for sure. Dope boss fights. I think that's the direction we'll head in. Yeah, that's where we'll go. Also, just to further kind of show the change in environment, I have gone to hell with a giant worm. So there's that. You can fight it if you want. Good luck. Big skeletal worm. Hey, bud. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm making mistakes. And he's gonna shoot electricity, because why wouldn't he? Alright, let's keep going. Thank you. See you later. Okay, I get the point. Okay. Traverse the fog. And here we go. I just went to this boss because he was the closest one to me at the time. And that just kind of... Hey, how you doing, bud? He's a big old fucking demon king thing. And he's not the hardest, but... Oh, and there's half my health. Oh, and there's another chunk of it, and... Oh, that was all you had. Haha, pussy. But like... Definitely, this is something that I love about the game, is how hard it is, and, but it's fair. Once you learn how to play, and you kind of learn the different mechanics and, like, the move sets of certain bosses, you can really feel this progression, this understanding of how things work. And, if I had actually been, like, playing there, like, that wouldn't have been a hard boss fight, and whatever, but... I don't know, I feel like that's a big misunderstanding with, that people have about, like, the Soulsborne games. Is, like, the difficulty level, right? Because a lot of people feel like they're, like, the hardest games ever conceived, when, in reality, those are, like, the old 80s, like, 8-bit fucking games that... It's, like, Atari arcade shit. But, like, really, this is, like, a memorization game and, like, rhythm game, kind of, in a way. Like, it's just, like, dodging, rolling, and, like... knowing when to attack and learning like move sets, and that's really it. And like, yes, you are punished pretty hard when you mess up, but I hope that burp wasn't heard. But like, that's what makes it fun, is like stinky pussy. Fuck. Uh, just like being able to like see yourself progress and like understand the game and the mechanics and like kick bosses' asses, especially on like the second, third playthrough. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, as far as bosses goes, like that's like a really big part of why I love these games, is like the variation and design of the characters and things like that. It's just really special, really cool, and something that I've seen like really done at a masterful level by From Software, and that's why they've become my favorite studio and why they make my favorite games. Like, my favorite game of all time right now is Bloodborne, very soon to be Elden Ring, and then closely followed by that, The Witcher 3, and then Dark Souls 3. Like, I can hardly ever find an album that I'm willing to listen to all the way through, let alone, what, 6 different games now by From Software? Like, that's truly special, and that's just showing how much they understand their craft and how much they've worked at it and improved it and just made it into this thing that people seek out. What you see behind me right now is the bonfire, and if you're not familiar with the games, that is salvation. That is what is looked for in every corner, besides like items, I mean, but like, that's what saves you from like all the bullshit you have to deal with while you're playing the game that's going to kill you in 2 seconds. Just wipe the floor with your ass, and it replenishes your heals and all that stuff. Like, how those are placed throughout the levels at certain points is like strategic, so that like it's fair, but it makes the game difficult, but also rewards you for progressing and becoming better at the game. And then also the use of music. If you can hear the music going on right now, a little early on that. Anyway, this is the only place it's used is on bonfires, at least as far as I could tell or know. It's definitely used more extensively in Elden Ring, but it's like an open world and you have to kind of like set the tone for different areas. I understand, but here the only place that music plays is at bonfires, and that's like to further drive home the point that you're in a safe place, that you have found salvation, like you have made it to the next like checkpoint, like you can take a deep breath. Like, it's just the most relieving thing I've ever felt in a video game, for sure. And I think they nailed it in every game as far as at least the save zones go, and like how that's supposed to make you feel in like respect to the dangers of the outside world. And honestly, I don't have any other major points to bring up besides like, I guess like the customization, how you can build your character, the different armors you can put on. You can have your own little fashion show. Do that if that's like a big interest of yours, which it is for me. I'm a whore for loot. Shiny things make me go crazy, and my stupid little reward center goes wild. But yeah, this game really is. It's the best Dark Souls game. I think the bosses were the most difficult. It had the most variation and most things that you can do as far as customization goes with your character. But it's the best series bar none in video game history as far as I'm concerned, especially when Call of Duty and like Battlefield and things like that are being released in such broken states and are complete and utter garbage. And all the Elden Ring came out with was a stuttered frame rate in certain areas, and I mean, that's a dream come true, sadly, in 2022, is just to have a game not even be what you expect, but just to not be broken on release. Isn't that why are we still buying those? Whatever, that's a whole different topic in video if I want to talk about that. But anyway, the other thing is like the characters in the story. Like, you don't get told the story, you have to figure it out through like item descriptions and speaking to different NPCs and fulfilling their quest lines and things like that. And like, the story is really truly something that's special and only there if you really only experience it if you want to. But that was a shitty segue back into Spirited Away, which will help cap off the video. So let's go ahead and talk more about that. So yeah, just in conclusion, all these things kind of share similarities, but really it was just, I guess, a way to put out some appreciation for like these different art forms that I really enjoyed and loved, and that are actually quality and not big pieces of stinky flaming piles of shit like Call of Duty is now, or Battlefield, or the state of like everything being a battle royale and it's all these FPS games. Like I was in such a slump with video games before I started playing the Soulsborne games because everything is just shoot, 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 fucking multiplayer battle royale bullshit. And I finally went back to my roots, the single player like story driven experience, and it's really been a refreshing thing. And the cool thing about those games even still is that you can play co-op if you want to. But I mean, it wasn't necessarily like a integral part of the game, but it's implemented and you can do so. And actually it makes Valheim a lot better. But I don't know. These are just things that were crafted and put out at a very high level and were executed in very purposeful ways that really made them special and things worth experiencing. And I guess really above anything else, and I know I've done a poor job of like talking about these, and I'm trying to get better at my like scripts and setting up videos the way they should be, but yeah, I think that covers everything. So in conclusion, Valheim rocks, Elden Ring, Soulsborne games rock, and Studio Ghibli films rock. And they're all something worth experiencing if you haven't before. And if you are watching this video, it's probably because you have and you just want to hear somebody talk about them. But I hope I at least did a decent job of entertaining or covering some of the things that people like. And you know what? In fact, actually, I'm going to make a Venn diagram real quick of exactly what is so great about these games, and it'll just further exemplify the point. 1 second. So, just to drive the point home, finally, completely and totally in a nice, neat little package, if you look up here at the Venn diagram, up here, nope, fuck, over this way, see that Valheim, Soulsborne games, and Spirited Away all fuck super hard. They fuck. They get more pussy than you ever will. They all fuck way harder than you ever will. And that's why you should play them or watch them. Do whatever. I don't care. It's your choice. But, in conclusion, if you enjoyed the video, if you think I did an alright job doing what I tried to do, feel free to watch my other video. It's of me getting waxed every single time I died in Elden Ring. There's no spoilers in it, so don't worry about that. It's only like a minute long, so it won't take forever to watch. But it's just like a little compilation, all schmeat, no filler, just me getting waxed. I will continue to upload videos. Let me know in the comments what I can do better. If you want to subscribe, feel free. If you want to comment, feel free. I'll try and respond to everything. And I don't think that'll be a problem because I don't think I'm going to get a shitload of views. But thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I love you. Have a good day.